Okay, yeah, like Miss Piggy. Hey, Lo, it's Lolo. I'm very, very excited right now because I have been trying to solve a problem for almost a year, and tonight I finally got it to work. So what I was doing is, I was going to some mastermind meetings with some entrepreneurs, and what ended up happening was it was a great setup because there would be people in the room, and then there would be people on the phone, and then sometimes there could also be people on a meeting site like freemeetings.com or whatever the website is. I forgot. freeconferencecall.com. They have this meeting part that you can actually be listening on your computer, right? And then they also have the regular conference call part where you can be just on the telephone. So no matter what your skill level or comfort level or whatever way you want to communicate, no matter what level that was, you were able to join in on these meetings. So imagine you've got people in the room, you have people on the phone, and you have people on the internet simultaneously. Everybody trying to hear everybody else, and it was something. Okay, and to add a layer of complexity on top of that, you also have a number of people in the room. I mean, it's not just like 3 people there. It could be hundreds of people in that room live at the mastermind meeting. Well, okay, we've only hit 100 people one time, but regularly it could be 30 people, 40 people, that kind of thing, 20 people, whatever. Okay, still, that's a lot of people, and that's a pretty big room to have that many people in it. So what that meant was the people at the front of the room could hear just fine, because we would put a speaker onto the computer and you could hear the people on the phone. We had this karaoke mic thing, and that worked out. But if you were sitting way back in the back of the room, you wouldn't be able to hear what was going on up front, because it was it wasn't a very robust solution. So I literally have been thinking about this almost a year now. Since at least since May or something like that. April or May, I've been thinking about the solution to this, because the first time that I went, I was complaining because I couldn't hear people, and I was sitting right up front, so I know the people in the back couldn't hear anything. And so I brought a speaker and some audio splitters, and some stuff like that, and that helped out a little bit, but it still didn't solve all the problems. And on top of all of that, it still did not help with the recording. Now, the people that were on the phone, they got recorded very well through the freeconferencecall.com interface, but the people that were in the room, well, as long as they talked into the microphone, they could be heard on the recording pretty well, because we had that karaoke mic. Anyway, okay, long story longer. Tonight I actually did a test with a few pieces of equipment, that all of those pieces of equipment recorded into the Zoom H2 audio recorder, and they also could be heard from through the amplifier speakers. And so I think those were the two accomplishments tonight. So I had an interface for the computer, and I had a little mixer that all the input was going into, and the output from that was going to the amplifier. And of course the output from the computer interface was going to the mixer, and then the output to the was going to the amplifier, and then from the amplifier, and then from the mixer as well, I ran a I ran the output into the end of the H2 and recorded all of that. So I was really excited. I'm really excited about that. Because I have presented this problem to several audio engineers, and I was just always getting bits and pieces of the whole thing, because it's just not something that most people need to do. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. The dream is still alive. We are still moving forward. I really want to the kind of event that I want to do, I want them to be very open and very and capture all of that. I just love a good conversation. When we talk to each other and share with each other, we can learn things, and we can help each other live better lives. So that's all for today. Talk to you soon. Bye.